For this assignment, I've implemented the create discussion use case. This is my use case diagram from previous CA, and this is the use case I will be implementing. And when the discussion is created, it will be displayed to the user, so it's an include as and the user. Yeah, it's also another use case which I've implemented. So I'm gonna run my web app. So if I select from site user, I'm gonna log in as SmithJ and password. And this I'm displayed the main screen. So if I select everything from discussion, there's currently no discussions now, so I'm gonna create one. So I'm just gonna make a new discussion. That's the discussion that's been created by the user SmithJ, the username, and the date when it has been created. And if I look in the database now, you can see that the discussion has been made by the user ID of 1, which is SmithJ. And now I'm gonna walk a bit through the code. So first of all, when the user logs in, they'll put in their credentials. If their credentials are right, they're gonna be displayed this HTML page, login success. So in here you have a form which is gonna go to the front controller class. This is the servlet implementation, and it's a post. So the user will post their discussion title, which is a new discussion topic, and yeah, this value create discussion will be used in the creating a command. So first of all, when the user posts to the server, it's gonna go into the front controller class. In here, it's gonna check, it's gonna process the request, and it's gonna check if the user is not already logged in, and if they're not logged in, or if it's a no login request, if it's not a login request, it's gonna check if there's a session ID for the user, and if there's not, it's gonna send to the login failure page. Otherwise, it's gonna create a new command from the command factory. So the command factory will create the command we can see here in command factory. So yeah, it's a singleton design pattern. Only one command factory instance will be created, and it's gonna create the command package name and this command string and the command. So it's gonna look like this command, home example command, and then it is create discussion from the previous when I've been talking about it. And then after the command is created, it's gonna get executed. So first of all, the create discussion command will be created, so it's gonna call execute. After with this, it will get the discussion title from the request of the user, and then it's gonna get the logged in user. It's gonna get their ID, and then a new discussion will be created by the user service implementation. So the create discussion method of user service is called, and it's gonna return a discussion added, a discussion object, which I call discussion added. So then the discussion added object will we're gonna set the user who created this discussion, so it's gonna be the user logged in, and that's the session user. So we can see here this got from the session. So in the user service, we can see it's gonna make a call to user DAO create new discussion, and it's gonna pass in the title, the date which I've just created in this implementation method, and the user ID. The title and ID are passed from the previous class. So now we're gonna go into user DAO, where this is interacts with the database. So create a new discussion, and it's gonna. So basically, the query will be inserted into discussion, the values, and the values here passed in as parameters will be used inside this query. And once this discussion is created, it's gonna have a generated auto increment key from the database. So this new discussion will be an object of the discussion, and we're gonna use the method, another method, find discussion by ID in this class. We're gonna pass in the discussion ID, which is the generated primary key. So we're gonna find this discussion in this method, and we're gonna return it over here. And then new discussion will be created. So now we're going to be able to display it. Once the discussion has been returned, it's going to eventually go back to this create discussion command in here. So discussion added. So we're going to set the session attribute of a discussion to discussion added object, which was just created. And then we're gonna redirect to show discussion JSP file to display the discussion, or create or see if there's a create an error. We'll redirect to create error.jsp, and then inside the show discussion JSP, here we're just displaying the discussion that's been created. So just in here, and in error, if something goes wrong, create error, so yeah, it's gonna go back to this page. So that's my assignment.